This week we are talking about Elder Scrolls Online, ESO. And is it worth playing in 2026? Is it a pay to win?
We're going to take the gold road to the backwoods. Slipknot drummer Clown claims Doom changed his life. And can AI help you play your favorite games?
Main topic.
All right, this week we're going to be talking about ESO, Elder Scrolls Online. And I told Mrs. Wigit earlier, it's like, uh-oh, this is a mistake. Because I was playing the game. Because I'm back into it. And all the good feels came back. So many memories. So a little bit of background about the game is that Elder Scrolls Online is set about 1,000 years before the events of Skyrim. And I think that's like 800 years before Morrowind.
Morrowind?
Mm-hmm. So it's far in the past. So when you go into that game, like they recently released portions of Skyrim, and I went to one of those cities today, actually, this morning, and I can't think.
Well, it is worth mentioning real quick because I know this is something that people kind of had a thing about with Fallout 76, is that the Elder Scrolls has a canonical reason for inconsistencies within history between the games.
Yeah.
They are called dragon breaks. It's basically like a time of chaos that can alter realities and things like that. So it's okay, canonically, if things don't necessarily line up.
Right. And I was in Solitude. That's the main city they have.
Solitude.
That's the main city they have released for Elder Scrolls Online right now. So they only have
like the whole of Skyrim in there?
No, the western portion of it.
Oh, really?
They haven't released the eastern portion yet. The map is freaking huge. It's the entire universe of Elder Scrolls on that map. As of right now, I want to say about 60% of it's playable. It's in the game.
Wow.
Including the subzones, like Cold Harbor and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I have a video I'm going to put up on the screen. You'll see different stuff going on in the background here. If you're watching the video version, if not, audio, you can still go watch the video version too. So it's 1,000 years in the past. So in the case of Solitude, you can definitely see a difference of it. It has the same shape and form figure. You can still have recognizable landmarks in it, but you can definitely tell it's different in the past. There is so much content in Elder Scrolls Online. I would go as far as to say it rivals World of Warcraft in terms of content, if not surpassing it in some cases. It's a proven fact. You can sit there and play Elder Scrolls Online for 8 hours a day, every single day for 1 year, and not play the entire game.
That's bonkers.
Yeah. So if you're never played the game, you want to get into it, I highly recommend just getting the base game. Play that for half of a year, because that's what's going to take you to get through that. And if you still love the game, then get all the DLCs and everything else. You could also just get the subscription. You get most of the content from that.
Yeah, and on Game Pass, it's free to play.
Mm-hmm.
If you have Game Pass subscription, you have access to Elder Scrolls Online.
And there's no monthly sub required to play Elder Scrolls Online. You buy the game, you're in. The subscription that you can pay gives you access to a lot of the extra content that you normally have to pay flat fee for. So you have a choice. You can pay flat fee for all the DLCs and have it permanently, or you can do the sub and have everything unlocked. You get crowns every month, a crown stipend. I think it's like 1,500, which you use for the crown store, which is all cosmetics, and some things that can help you out in your personal game, like XP scrolls, but you can get those in the base game as well. So if you're playing and you're wanting to buy stuff on the crown store, do a little bit of research, because you can get most of that stuff that helps you in the base game already for free.
What I've gathered over the last couple of weeks, it seems like they're trying to make ESO more accessible without spending a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to.
Yeah, I think for a while there you had to spend like $200 or $300 to get every bit of content.
Yeah, it seems like a lot more is available within the game.
Like I'm missing 2 or 3 DLCs right now, but I can get that in the 2025 pack. They have all of that there for $50, which I'm going to eventually do when I can actually afford that. kind of a broke widget right now. There are 6 classes in the game, and now they have subclassing, so you got a whole new set of different ways of playing your character. They have 500 plus item sets in the game. That's like full armor, weapon, and the sets give you bonuses for how many set pieces you have.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Now you have scribing, which allows you, it's kind of like spellcrafting from Oblivion, but it doesn't change the skill. It just changes the cosmetics of the skill. So if you have a really flashy spell on your sorcerer, you can go through and change the look of it and how it affects, but it doesn't change the damage or anything like that. Just how it looks.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
All the stuff they have in the game for your characters, it makes player customization and the whole metadata extremely difficult. There's a metagame, but it's extremely broad. So if you're a mid-maxer, there's not any hard set, you got to play this class this way to be the best DPS in the game. There's probably about 100 different ways you could do that same result and customize it how you want to play it. And they have the armory system. You can store builds, as many builds. I think it's like 10 or 15 builds you can store, and you can switch those out. Not while you're in combat, but you can switch them out. And it's really easy. One button, and you're switching to your other build. You can have 2 builds that are on your character at any given time. You hit E on your keyboard if you're playing, keyboard, and if you're playing PC, and you'll switch your build instantly. You can switch between them in the middle of combat. No, right outside of combat. But yeah, while you're playing your character.
Outside of combat, okay.
So there's an astronomical amount of ways you can play a character and be viable. And like I said on the air before, each class can do every role of the Holy Trinity.
Right.
So tank, DPS, ranged, or melee, or spell DPS. You could even be a healer on any class. So you can be a Dragon Knight healer, and it actually works.
Well, I mean, it feels like a paladin.
Well, yeah, they have a Templar, which is a paladin S-type.
Oh, okay.
And I played my Templar as a spellcaster DPS once, and it was freaking fun. So there are there's how many in the game now? I want to say 6 classes? 7.
7. I believe 7.
Yeah, you got your Warden, which is your druid type, which can morph into different animals, have animal pets, combat pets. Necromancer, typical undead. Dragon Knight, one of my personal favorites. I think my new class is going to be my favorite, which is more of your warrior archetype. You have your sorcerer, heavily spells, so when you're tanking, you're doing it spell tank. Same with healing. And a Nightblade, which is your rogue assassin style. They're an evasion tank, and we do tanking. Oh. And now there's the Arcanist, a new class I have not played until recently. That's the class I'm currently playing because I looked at all my characters. I have 5 level 50s. My Necromancer, Dragon Knight, Sorcerer, Templar, and Nightblade are all level 50, which is the max. And I have a level 40 Warden, which is the last character I was playing before I stopped. Arcanist wasn't out when I was last playing, so I'm playing that now.
What makes Arcanist unique?
Okay, so Arcanist is how do I put this? A stacking class. Okay, so you have your base ability that creates a stack of something on it. So the more you use that spell or that ability, it stacks something on it. Now, when you use a different skill, depending on how many stacks you have built up, will make that other skill do something different, either be more powerful, make it AoE, do all kinds of different attributes to it.
Okay.
So you have your starter.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so you have a starter skill with Arcanist, which is like this magic blade. You summon 3 of them and you throw them out, and it creates a stack of crux on them. The other ability I have is a beam attack, And depending on how many stacks I have, it gets 33% stronger for every stack, with a maximum of 3.
That literally sounds like a D&D
It does.
sorcerer.
Yeah.
With quicken spell and all the different abilities the sorcerer has in D&D. It sounds like the same thing.
Yeah, and that stack can be working for their healers, because they have the magic DPS skill line, the healing skill line, and they have a tank skill line. And that crux is the base for all 3.
Okay.
So you got to maintain stacks and then use those stacks. I'm trying to think. There was a class that was very similar to that in World of Warcraft. Warlock was like that.
Warlock class. Okay.
There are 3 alliances in the game: the Daggerfall Covenant, Almeri Dominion, and the Ebonheart Pact, which is the 3 classic alliances in Elder Scrolls. And when the game first released, it was really cool. Well, it wasn't cool. It was kind of annoying. But you had 3 different races in each of the alliances that you had to be that alliance in order to play that race, whether it be Nord, whether it be High Elf, Wood Elf, or my favorite Red Guard. I always played Daggerfall because I love the Red Guards. And in that game, you could only play with people from your alliance in the beginning. Now they abolished all of that. You can play any race with any alliance. You can play with anyone from any alliance. The only time that it matters is in PvP and a little bit in the main story. They haven't released any new races. Well, they don't have any new races. Elder Scrolls is a very set game, so it has its restrictions on what they can do. There's no new races they can put in the game. Arcanist is feeling definitely overpowered right now. I am wrecking everything. There has not been a challenge yet. You'll find these minor bosses in quests and around the world, and I've just been chewing through them.
Now, this isn't PTS. This is the actual game.
Mm-hmm. And when I logged back in the game today, man, it brought back all the feels, all the memories of my guild. Raiding with these people, doing crafting missions, all kinds of stuff. It's just so many good memories of it, and it's looping. It's sucking me back in to its grip. Another cool thing about the abilities is every ability can be morphed. Every active ability. So you have your active and passives, and there are multiple skill trees, not just your 3 class skills, but every armor type has a skilled line. So light armor, medium armor, heavy armor. They even have ultimates for those. And an ultimate ability is a special ability you can put on your heart bar. You can only have one ultimate set. That after you do different skills that can stack ultimate, you'll eventually be able to use it. And it's this game-changing ability that you can use. So every active ability can be morphed into two different ways. So you're like my rune blade, my stacking one.
Mm-hmm.
I had the option of morphing it in 2 different ways because it's always 2. The one I chose, the 3rd dagger I throw now explodes as an AoE.
That's wild.
Yeah. I forgot what the other morph does. It wasn't as appealing to me. It was more of a single target build-up. And I got rehooked on crown crates. It says special little gambling for cosmetics in the game that you can spend your crown currency to unlock them, and it's random. You get 4 different cards that this little guy throws out. You can do it anytime in the game, and you get 3 commons or 2 commons, and it can be a rare, epic, legendary, or the step above legendary. And normally the most rare is the best mounts, and the current one they have out now has 10 new mounts, and I saw 5 of them I really, really, really want. But the odds are I'm not going to get them. I opened up 20 crates today. Didn't get a single mount. I got a non-combat pet. I got 3 non-combat pets. Whole bunch of cosmetics, like styles and stuff like that. The loot crates contain things like potions that you can use in the game to give you extra mana, extra health, which you can make those in the game yourself. You can make them even better in the game for yourself. XP scrolls you can obtain also in-game. They have 3 different types of XP scrolls that last for different amounts of time. Food, which is another thing you can craft in the game. Crafting motifs. This is something that's really cool about Elder Scrolls that's unique. Is you get these crafting motifs, and it allows you to basically make weapons and armor in that style. So High Elf style, Breton style, Red Guard.
Okay. Yeah.
They even have Dwemer style out. And I got a new one today. I have something like 30 different motifs, and I only have maybe a third of them out in the game right now. So when you get one
Wow.
and you unlock it, it unlocks for all your characters. So all things like crafting are unlocked and shared between all your characters.
Really? Okay.
And if you
So
have
you're
a
not
subscription,
grinding across every character for that.
well, you still have to, if you're going to have this character level up a certain crafting, you do have to level it up. And I recommend in the
Okay.
beginning of the game till you hit 50 is only doing 2 at the most crafting, because you're not going to have enough points to put into crafting as well as your class until afterward. And there's
Right.
ways you get more skill points after you hit max level. You can get a lot. Sky shards. You collect those, you get 3 of them, you get a skill point, and they're all over the place. Few things that you can get that do make you stronger, like XP scrolls, you get those freely in the game as it is. A little break in between what I'm talking about here. Dwemer. It's the great mystery of Elder Scrolls. Like, we don't know what happened to them or much about them, other than that they've been called dwarves and that they were master craftsmen and they were far advanced in technology than any other race in the game, and then they vanished.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that was something like that in Fallout.
I mean, there are definitely a lot of mysteries within Fallout. I wouldn't say that there's anything on quite the same level. You know, obviously Dwemer are pretty heavily featured in Skyrim, for instance. And
Yeah.
it sounds like ESO as well. And in the Fallout universe, there's not necessarily something like that where it's a constant thing within the game that you keep running across.
What about
There
the
are
mysterious
few-
stranger?
Well, okay. Well, that's just one guy, though. Well,
True, not like an whole entire
in theory, one guy.
society.
You know, I would say that's definitely a mystery, but yeah, not on that level. And there's other stuff with Dunwich as well. There's the can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna say Nettlebane, but I'm not sure that's right. No, because that's from Skyrim. There is a dagger that you go. I believe it's Dunwich Borers
Mm-hmm.
in Fallout 4. It's at the bottom of this mine, and there's a well, and you have to dive way down. And honestly, if you didn't know it was there, you probably wouldn't find it. But there is a dagger down there, and then there's everything going on with.
I would
son
think
of a
that there's
bitch.
actually more unexplained mysteries in Fallout than there are in Elder Scrolls. I think the only one that's really prevalent in Elder Scrolls is the Dwemer.
Yeah.
Because you got, I asked AI the same question, or I asked Google, and they mention a lot of like alien stuff, unexplainable presences, disturbing obelisks, and
Right.
cultist activities,
Yeah.
and journals and logs that describe mutations and inexplicable phenomenon, similar to the mysteries of Dwemer. And it does bring up the Institute.
Right. But then again, you learn what the Institute is.
Yeah.
You get the whole story on it. Unlike the Dwemer, we have not yet gotten the full story, or, you know, as far as that's concerned, the Snow Elves, which is also a thing in Skyrim as well. You know, which is where I believe the Falmer comes from, the Snow Elves, if I'm remembering correctly. Not quite to the same extent. Definitely a lot of mysteries, definitely a lot of curious, creepy things in Fallout. But
Yeah.
I would not say that there's anything quite on the same level as the Dwemer.
There is so much left in this. We're getting lower on time. At level 50 is not the end of the game. You go into champion points after that. And I believe there's no... I think the current cap is like 3,000 champion ranks. And those are shared between your characters. So when you get a character to
Okay.
level 50 that you already have one at 50, and that first character has like champion rank 100, for instance, the second you get your second character to 50, they immediately become champion rank 100. And as you rank up on one
Oh, wow.
character, it ranks up all the other characters that are champion rank.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And you get champion points to spread out in this awesome tree that is very similar to what you find in Skyrim skill tree, the constellations.
Yeah.
And when you get a new character, you get to put all those in
yeah.
there right away.
Some of this does sound a little bit complicated. It's a lot to absorb. If you
Yeah, it
were
is.
to sit down with someone brand new to the game in front of you, like maybe some of our PlayStation players who are interested in the game, what would you say to them?
Pick a class and go nuts. The game's going to teach you the systems as you go. And it's very good at it.
Just dive right in.
Yeah, do the tutorial in the beginning. Don't skip it. It sets up the story. It sets up how to play your class, your character, and the general like mechanics of the game. And the game will introduce you to new mechanics as you level up, like the different guilds: Mages Guild, Fighters Guild, Undaunted. There are 6 guilds in the game. You can have 5 on your character. You can join 5 of them.
That's wild.
And there's all kinds of sub things. My favorite thing in the game is archaeology, and it's kind of vital. Some of the best gear in the game. Yep.
Okay.
You scry on this little like eyeball thing for. And say you get a lead for an artifact, you can get those like you would any other drop in the game. You go to this scrying eye, you pick that lead you want to go find, and they'll tell you what continent or zone it's in. You go to this place, you do the little scry mini game, and it will give you locations of where it could possibly be. So you go to those locations and you start surveying the land until you find where it's at. Then you go into a little mini game of digging it up.
Okay.
And you get all kinds of goodies. It's actually crazy fun.
There was an archaeology dig in Skyrim, I believe.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly. Someone's yelling at their computer, phone, radio right now.
I did a lot in the game. I got my character level 9. I joined the Fighters Guild, Mages Guild. I did the heist, the beginning heist you do. It used to be the original starting zone, Strass Mackay. That island out there, and you do a little heist with it. It's so much freaking fun. And then I just kind of broke off after that. And in ESO, you don't have to follow a story. You can go do whatever you want to do. Say you want to go to Skyrim and just play there while you start your character. Go play a Skyrim main story. There's an actual game.
Thou shall get sidetracked by bullshit every goddamn time.
There's like one major main story that spans several different zones, and depending on what alliance you are, it starts in that starting city. For me, in Daggerfall, I have to go to Glenumbra.
Okay.
And you can do that. You can even skip it entirely and get your character all to level 50 and never even touch that story. Because every zone has its own main story. Yeah, it's insane. Everything's voice acted. It's like what you expect from an Elder Scrolls game. The combat is definitely a combination of Elder Scrolls combined with MMO elements. You have your hotbar, you have your skills, but it's free open combat. So you're dancing around your opponent and dodging their abilities and roll dodging this, and they're making it more fluid. It's getting a lot better. I always loved it. Some people don't, because they play Skyrim and think Elder Scrolls Online is supposed to be like Skyrim. It's an MMO. I got my destruction staff. I couldn't find one. The game kept on dropping healing staffs for my character, and I want to play a mage style, so I had to craft myself a lightning one, and I have a shared inventory pool of all my characters for my crafting materials. So I had all the materials I needed.
Is in full swing with the ESO art for you right now, huh?
Yeah, and I am looking for a guild, a good one. If anyone is, looking for people, hit me up. My old guild's not around anymore. Lastly, is the game worth it? Yeah, I think I've gone over the fact that if you love MMOs, if you love Elder Scrolls, it's more than worth it. If you ever want to dive into an MMO, just do it. It's inexpensive.
Hell yeah.
You can find the main game for free on PlayStation. Otherwise, you can find it on sale for often $15 or $20. And you just dive right in. You don't have to pay a monthly subscription. You can do that if you want, but you don't have to.
Sounds good to me, man.
Yeah, my only thing is it's addicting. So, and the way they're changing it in 2026, I have high hopes for it. I'm still not a big fan of battle passes, but I like how they're actually making all the DLC now free going forward. So that's awesome. That's my ESO. I'm not going to talk about it in my gameplay because I already did. I'm going to stop talking for a minute. What do you got?
Okay, I got a couple things. Fallout Shelter. I did mention last week that I wanted to reorganize my vault. I did, and I'm assuming that we're just going to put the pictures up here.
Yeah.
Because I went pretty crazy. I went all the way down to the bottom. I separated things out.
If you're listening, I asked him, like, what the heck, dude? It's like, gaps everywhere in this shelter. Like, how can you use your Mr. Handy?
Yes.
It's I don't.
But everything, all my resource collection is in one area. I have first thing you see when you get in the vault is the radio studio, then the overseer's office, then residential. I got the barber shop in there. You go a little bit further down, you get the classrooms, and the workshops are going to go on the left side of the screen, and at the bottom is all my power, water, food. I even got my Nuka-Cola plant up and running down there.
Yeah, I'm not that high enough level for that. I have like 54 people. Well, I have I do have all my training grouped up, so it makes it easier to move people around in them.
Yeah. Well, I found it's easier just to, when I go through, when some of my people come back from the wasteland, is they come back with gear. And what I like to do is take that gear and then go through each resident, boom, 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 upgrade everybody's stuff. And it's easier to do that if they're all in one area instead of, oh, wait, where did I put my power station down? Oh, it's down here.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
It's good to go. Actually, I got a great picture. I am gonna send you this one, Widget. It's a picture of my lounge, and it's got a bunch of people in there who are training for the radio studio. And the funniest thing is that in the lounge, there's one animation at the bar, or I think it's by the stage, where it looks like your dweller is just 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah.
In his head, like he keeps raising his glass. And
I
his
had
head
one of
goes
those
down on the
earlier today. Was cracking me up.
Yeah. Yep, mine was dressed in priest clothing, so he's dressed looking at like the Pope,
Getting
completely
smashed.
sauced, completely sauced.
And that's supposed to raise his charisma.
Yep. So of course, okay. So the New Vegas season ended, right, for the experimental vault. This is what I want to tell you, Widget. A new one is up and going. It's called Ultrasight Fever, and this new experimental vault, it has the Scorched.
Oh, okay. It
That
does.
do raids on your vault and stuff like that. Now, here's the thing: is when I went back into my vault after the New Vegas, because I still had the New Vegas vault on my account, the rewards that I earned in the experimental vault transferred to my main vault.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna make it worth it.
It's worth it to take a break from your main game and go into the experimental vault and play with that for a while. And this was kind of crazy. It's kind of interesting because what it is you have a clock countdown when you're going to have Scorched attack.
Oh, and you got to prep for it.
Vault. You have to prep for it. And you do have a character that has a weapon that is times 5 damage to Scorched. So I put her right there in the vault entrance.
Yeah.
And she does a lot of damage, but man, they will run through your vault in the early game. The thing is that after it's done, the first time it happened, I mean, they're running through all my rooms because half my guys aren't even armed. They run through all the rooms. When the event ended, when I killed the last Scorched, everybody who died popped back up.
Okay, you have to pay for them to get back up and stuff like that.
Nope. Everything just they end up just all popping back up. So don't fret too much. But I'm going to dig right into it. There's new room. There's an ultrasight mining facility. There's all these crystals that are in the ground that you build in, that you put the mining facility on to mine this ultrasight, which gets used for upgrades and other stuff later on. Super interesting. Definitely worth checking out. I played Starfield. So I ended up going in to Starfield to try and I wanted to build that ship that Mossy put up in our Discord.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, that's cool. I'm going to try to build that. So I get in there and I'm looking through, I'm updating my creations. I'm doing my normal thing, checking out my load list, everything like that. And it was recently my birthday. And
Happy birthday
my
to
wife thank you. My wife gifted me a bunch of Bethesda credits. So I ended up downloading The Veil. Actually, I was on my way to The Veil and I came across a ship I had not come across before. I don't know if this is new to the game or not. You come across this derelict ship, and I'll put that one up there as well. It's very small. It's like one compartment, and as soon as you walk in, you see a man and a woman dead in the crew in the all-in-one. It's very sad because apparently they went out there in space to spread their daughter's ashes.
Oh.
I'll put the note up too as well. Yeah, and from what you can gather from the different entries in the ship is that basically the wife couldn't take it anymore, self-deleted, and then the father died not long after. So it's a real happy-go-lucky mission.
Bethesda likes to
but the-
sneak in new encounters all the
Oh,
time.
man. Yeah, I don't know if that was in there before, but it was the first time I ran into it, and I'm like, wow, that's a real bummer.
And when we did Starfield Raw,
So-
we talked a lot about that. We'd be playing the game randomly, and suddenly there it is, another new one. It was like
Yep.
every week someone was shouting out a new one they found.
But I did get into the Veil. So the
Vicky
Veil is
Vicky Vale. Vicky Vale. Vicky Vale. Vicky Vale. Vicky Vale.
yeah, right. The Veil, you end up running into, you get a distress call in an Andromus system from Emily. And Emily is a former Aegis agent, and she has been looking for a way past this weird barrier. I was expecting, because it was Aegis, and if you listen to Starfield Raw, you know that I'm a big fan of Aegis. Like, I want more Aegis. The whole reason I got this thing. And what it ended up being is a little less Mission Impossible, a little more Men in Black.
That could be fun.
I will say it's a cool little story. It took me about 3 hours to complete at $6. Not horrible. There's a little bit of confusion at the beginning as far as the quest marker. Because one of the first things that happens is when you meet Emily is she asks you to go get a key from another person. What it does is it keeps you on the quest for speaking to Emily when a new quest to find the person actually pops up. So if you don't have any marker, you just have to go into your quest menu and select the proper quest, which will be at the top of the list, and then you'll have it. A few cool things about this quest is there is a large space battle at one point.
I'm getting kind of sick of space battles in Starfield right now, thanks to
Watchtower.
Watchtower.
Well, Watchtower, I mean, we cleaned the floor. Me and my fleet. The quest planning and writing, the voice acting is pretty good. I would give it a B as far as the actual quest narrative and everything. It's definitely not, I wouldn't call it Watchtower, but Almighty SE is the author. He did do a good job with it. I think it's worth the $6. And after playing with that, I also got Beyond the Veil. And I'm going to get the Enlightened too, so I'm going to play the second part, Beyond the Veil. You do not have to play the first part. You don't have to play the Veil to play the Beyond the Veil. But now that I've played the Veil, I'm glad I did, because I'm excited for what Beyond the Veil might be. Pretty excited about that, but I had some cool instances. Through one of the battles with Emily in one of the facilities that you're in, the funny thing that happened was I spoke before about Barrett picking up a grenade launcher and nearly killing me with it.
Yeah.
Well, Emily apparently got one of the ecliptic miniguns. So I'll have Widget put the picture up here, and it's Emily just raking this guy down the hallway with a minigun, because I just heard going off, and I look over and Emily is just this chick, and she's got the minigun up, just like, it's wild to watch. And then one of the missions, I had to retrieve something from one of the I'm trying not to do spoilers, because it is, I want people to be able to experience it, but it takes place in a helium fuel reserve area, so there's all this helium-3 all over the place, and the body dropped right where I had blown holes through one of the tubes for helium-3, so it was spitting fire. And I had to literally jump in there and grab it real quick and hit A and jump back out. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with that. It put me back into Starfield. I'm definitely going to be. I'm looking at a couple of different things. I do want to get more crew. I'm interested in that. But I did find something on Reddit when I was looking up Starfield stuff that I thought was really interesting that I didn't know. But apparently, this was so random I came across this. It just happened to be there. Apparently, if you hit the interact button, which on PC is E, I believe, a lot of the containers and desk drawers, you can actually manipulate. You could open desk drawers and open containers, not just like a weapons case, hit X or whatever. You can actually, the crates and stuff that are lying around that have lids,
you can open
just,
them?
pick it up. Yeah, just by hitting, I guess on Xbox it would be A. But yeah, you just look, so you can look inside. Apparently, there's not a whole lot in there, but it's something that you can do that for the last 3 years,
more immersion,
I didn't know I could.
Great. Yeah, you can do that.
Works for me. Works for me. I love Starfield, man. I love it so much.
I do, too.
I think, honestly, I'll go on the record. Starfield is my favorite Bethesda game.
Elder Scrolls Online's mine. That's
I
official.
love Starfield. I'm big sci-fi ever since back. We'll talk about that on another episode about my history with sci-fi games that led up to what I believe led up to my love of Starfield. But that was pretty much it. Fallout Shelter and a little bit of Starfield.
I did do a lot of Fallout Shelter. I broke my game. Well, I didn't break it. Bethesda broke it. And
Bethesda broke your game?
Yeah, I had... When you get those people out wandering the wasteland, sometimes they'll find these locations, and you can click on it to go into the location and control them like a little mini quest. It was a red rocket one, and when I hit accept to go into it, the game crashed. And every time I loaded my vault, it would crash again and crash again. I had to go in and get a file explorer. Thankfully, I have Android. Otherwise, I would not have been able to do this. I had to download a file explorer. I had to go into developer mode on my phone. I had to go into my system files, locate my Bethesda folder, locate my save file, and thankfully, Fallout Shelter has a backup save that it updates every few seconds.
Wow.
So I had to go
no one else would ever know how to do this.
I had to delete my save file, rename my backup to the same name as my save file, which is simply just getting rid of the backup indicator, and then it loaded up and worked. And then last night, I had another red rocket pop, went into it without even thinking, and it crashed again. Had to do it all over again.
So it's the red rocket one that's crashing you?
Yep.
That's weird. Oh my god. Sent a dweller out unarmed and unarmored into the wasteland because I had too many people in my vault when I started, and he's still out there. Oh, he's dead for sure.
Good job, man.
Damn it.
They need to change the AI of the aliens and the raiders. Aliens in particular. It's always 6 that raid my vault. They always go, because I have the living quarters is my first thing, and then a storage room, my top level. Okay. And then the second level, the middle room, is my electricity. So they always go into the living quarters, they go to the storage, turn right back around, go down, and go right into my electrical room. Every damn time.
Yeah, they always take the same route.
So I have my highest level people that are not my wanderers and questers geared to the 9 in that room. I don't even worry about it anymore. Raiders and aliens, they just walk in that room, and the second they walk in, they're dying. That happens every time.
That's in my the vault entrance is the same thing. I got 2 guys in there that are I got a rocket launcher, and the other one's got a machine gun, and nothing. I don't even have to worry about raiders or aliens.
Yeah. Pro tip, guys: if you want to play Fallout Shelter on your PC, you can. Okay. There's 2 different ways you can do it. If you have Android rocks. It's better than iPhone. I will say that here.
100%.
Yeah. You can use Google Play Games released, and you can install that on your computer, and you can download Fallout Shelter from there. Yeah. I prefer an emulator called BlueStacks. It runs better and smoother than Android game plays. I use that.
I have to ask my middle assassin plays on his laptop, so I'll have to ask how he does that.
If you have an iPhone, the only really way you can do that is screen mirroring, and that's if you have a Mac. It's hard to do if you have a PC. It's possible. It's just more difficult. Or you can use...
up and get a damn Android.
Yeah, exactly. Or you can use iPadian, which is an iPad emulator to do it. And it's glitchy, but you can do it.
Right on.
And I downloaded Elder Scrolls Castles because I wanted to try it out and kind of compare them. And the only thing that's comparable is that you build. So in Castles, you build up. You're building your castle up. Shelter, you're going down.
Okay.
Other than that, that's the only difference. Elder Scrolls Castles has better graphics. It's a newer game. It's
really
a little bit more complicated. And the hand-holding they give you in the beginning of the game is super aggravating.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to spend your first hour doing what they tell you to do. You can't do anything else.
Oh, God. I hate that.
And I was going to do this whole big comparison. We don't have time, but... In short, Fallout Shelters is better by a lot.
Oh, okay.
So I had my game crash, had a whole bunch of things happen. I'm not going to get into it. I've gotten pretty far into the game. I have a video I did from playing on my PC. I might post that up for a few seconds down here. And then, of course, ESO. And now that I'm in it, ESO? I'm stuck in it. I told you it was going to happen. So you'll get a lot more ESO stuff from me, man.
Listen, any listeners who've been listening the past few weeks, we all saw it coming. Mm-hmm. We knew it was coming.
Now I got an Arcanist that I'm falling in love with. He's badass. Yeah, it's...
Very cool, man.
getting that. I can't describe the feeling. It's like when a lot of people they understand it by World of Warcraft, because they did the old throwback servers in World of Warcraft, and going back and getting that nostalgia.
Yeah,
is all the memories of that. Some of the best memories I've ever had in gaming was playing ESO. It's when I was doing my show, Elder Scrolls Off the Record. We had some listeners write into the show saying, "Hey, can you please join our guild? We're all big fans of the show. We'd love to have you in there." And I was like, you know what? Why not? Give it a shot. Best damn guild.
Awesome.
I made three guys in that guild became really good friends. Vin, Steve, Fred, Vin, and Steve. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're looking to play, you can come into our Discord. We have a channel specifically for sharing gamer tags and what system you're on, if you're looking for people to play with.
Elder Scrolls Online, make it cross-platform. Anything else?
Working on it, man.
Anything else for the show before we wrap it up? We're going pretty long.
That's it, man. That's a damn show right there.
That's it. How are they going to reach us? How can they find this mysterious Discord?
Well, they can either go down into the cards for the episode description. They can find the links down there. If you don't want to do that, our link tree is the best way to find all of our socials everywhere we're at. That's linktr.ee/wyrdkhaosmedia. Wyrd is WYRD, chaos with a K, media. And if you want to email us for advertising, business, or any other reason, that's wyrdkhaosmedia@gmail.com.
Please like and subscribe our videos. Subscribe to our channel. We really, really appreciate it. You can hit that little bell notification if you're inclined to do so to get notices when our episodes and shorts come online. And the 5-star reviews on iTunes and Spotify, like he's over here. Like he said last week, just do it. You know, we're doing that protest. If you don't like the show, just hit a 5-star review. If you love the show, hit a 5-star review.
That's right, just 5 stars.
Just 5 stars. And that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And please have an amazing week out in the Bethesdaverse.
Peace out.